Hi everyone, so we are here for the SAT question of the day for September 1st, 2011, and you'll notice that only 38% of students answered this one correctly. So this is a nice hard question, hard math question. Okay, so let's read it. At Central High School, the math club has 15 members, and the chess club has 12 members. If a total of 13 students belong to only one of the two clubs, how many students belong to both clubs? Okay, so my first tip here is going to be that if you have overlapping groups, you want to use a Venn diagram. If you're not sure what I mean by a Venn diagram, you'll probably know it when you see it. What I'm talking about is two overlapping circles. So let's go ahead and draw our overlapping circles here. Alright, here's circle number 1, and here is circle number 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and label our circles here. So the first circle is going to be for the math club. And we know that the math club has 15 members. The second circle is going to be for the chess club. We know the chess club has 12 members. Now notice that I'm not going to go ahead and write these numbers within the circles because that's going to start to make things confusing. Remember that when I say math equals 15, I mean this entire circle has 15. So I can't write 15 here because I don't know that 15 of those students are only in the math club, if you see what I mean. So it could be 15 and 0, it could be 10 and 5, it could be 5 and 10, I don't really know, right? So that's why I'm not going ahead and writing anything down just yet. And then I noticed that, if I look at my answer choices, the answers are just constants here, and they're pretty spread out. So instead of trying to solve for the answer, I think what I would rather do is just try certain answers out. It's what some people might call back solving or plugging in the answers or working backwards. It doesn't matter what you call it. The idea here is that we're just taking the answers and we're trying them out. So remember that these answers are describing how many students are in both clubs, right? So typically when I'm back solving, when I'm starting with the answer choices, I always start in the middle. And the reason why is because that way if it's too big you can adjust down, if it's too small you can adjust up. So it's a good place to start, it saves you time. So let's go ahead and see what happens if there were 7 students in both clubs. Okay, well if there are 7 students in both clubs, I know that for example the math group has to have 15. So if there's 7 in both, then that must mean that there's 8 in only the math club because these two numbers need to add up to 15. And for the same reason here, for the chess club, if we already have 7 in both, then that means that there's 5 who are only in the chess club, right? So now my job is to try to see if this works, right, in terms of the question itself. Well, if I read again, it says a total of 13 students belong to only one of the two clubs. So where are the students who belong to only one of the two clubs? Well, here and here. So what happens when we add 8 and 5? We get 13. So it turns out that C is the correct answer.